Yo, what's going on, internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH, and to be honest, another day, another video. Actually, the other day, I dropped a video about Google's alleged rumor gaming console that's supposed to be coming to the market, and that video got a lot of positive comments. A lot of people left comments like, yo, I really like this new format. I really like what you're doing here with the live commentary style or mixture personality show and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, there I was, you know, pinning together, you know, writing together my new script for this video. And I was reading the comment section and I was just sitting there like, you motherfuckers want me to do less work? Say no more. But yeah, anyways, today we are talking about another game review. We're talking about a game called, what's this shit called? Vampyr the Vampire. I don't know how to pronounce this shit, but I know I played it. Anyways, hold up, wait a minute. Before we get into the video, y'all, I forgot to say this while I was recording, so I'm just gonna stop right here and let y'all know before we get into this review that if you are unfamiliar with the gameplay of Vampyr, this is the game that I'm reviewing right here in this video. Know that I did a full playthrough over on my second channel at youtube.com/Black Hokage Plays. So if you want to get more familiar with the gameplay, what exactly I'm talking about in this video, once again, head over to youtube.com/Black Hokage Plays. There will be a link to the playlist in the description box below if you want to check out my full playthrough. Other than that, let's get back into the video. Let's talk about Vampyr. I wrote down some notes, some positives and some negatives. We're just going to speak from the heart. First positive, this game is developed by Dontnod, the same company that brought us Life is Strange, so you already know they have a reputation of making positive games. They also made Captain Spirit, which just dropped. It's actually free to play right now on all platforms. So it's coming from a company with a pedigree for making decent games. First things first, the story. You star a dude, I don't even remember his fucking name to be honest, but you star a dude in London. So you already know London is crazy. It's full of rats. It's like the European New York. You can actually pick up the rats and bite them. So that's a positive right there, and suck their blood up. And then like you'll get health from it and shit. So yeah, shout out to the rats holding me down. They're everywhere. The story, you start as this dude in London. He gains the ability to become a vampire. And this takes place in like 1918 or something like that during like the Spanish influenza outbreak. So like everybody's got the Spanish flu and they're becoming vampires. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know why they call it the Spanish flu. Like, does it speak Spanish or some shit like that? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, you trying to figure out why everybody got the Spanish flu and why everybody's getting fucking vampire powers all of a sudden. Vampires are appearing all over the street. And why did you become a vampire? And the catch is, you're a doctor. So you're a doctor by day who has to do the right thing by the people in London, but you're a vampire at night who has to control his thirst. And that's what this game is all about. Giving in to the thirst. I mean, you don't have to. You can play good or bad, and that's what's really cool. That's a positive in the game. I chose to be a bad boy, because if I'm gonna be a vampire game, I'm going all in. I'm gonna be a motherfucking vampire. Blade ain't in this game. He can't stop me. So whatever. And that leads me to another positive. So while you're trying to solve all these mysteries like Scooby in the game and being a good doctor, you have to talk to people all throughout the city of London. This game has dialogue trees. Now, y'all know I love any game with a dialogue tree. Think Mass Effect, The Witcher 3. You get to choose what you want to say, and what you say and how you say it affects the game. Your attitude, how people respond to you, and also how you upgrade your character. It unlocks different like ways that you can speak to him. Like he can use like this vampire Jedi mind trick to like, he'll be like, yo, I'm gonna suck you off, and then he'll be like, yes, you are going to suck me off later. My favorite thing about this game is you can literally kill anyone in the city that you see. You may not be able to kill them right when you meet them, but you can kill them eventually when you get your level high enough. Now, what I mean is, I'm not talking about like, there's going to be certain moments in the story where you have to make decisions whether you want to kill or not, and that's going to lead you down a path. I'm talking about any side character that you meet on the street and you talk to. I've talked to policemen, shopkeepers, hookers, journalists, and you can end the discussion mid-discussion and hit the motherfucking kill button. You lead them to a back alley and you fucking suck their neck off and give them a goddamn hickey. I love that shit, bro. That shit was fire, bro, because it allowed me to play the game that I want to play. I get to be a fucking savage. This is a dark, gritty game, so I'm gonna be a dark, gritty motherfucker. So I really appreciate that it lets you do that. And what's really cool is how you play the game affects the city. So, and it also affects the person. So I learned if you play in a more positive light, if you actually get to know the characters, I mean, who wants to do that? But if you do, if you actually get to know the characters, you get more XP from them when you finally do give into your thirst and you bite them. Me, I didn't get to know nobody. I just killed the whole fucking city to the point where I killed so many people in London. By the time I got to the end of my playthrough, I was like, yo, where's everybody at in London? And the chat was like, yo, you killed everybody. And I was like, oh, that's right, I did. And then when you kill people, this shit is crazy, right? Fucking, you get to hear their thoughts when you kill them, right? So let's say that you lead a dude into the back alley, you give him a big fat hickey, you suck the blood out of him, and fucking, next thing you know, he's just grabbing on his head. He's like, no, I'm dying. And then you hear his inner thoughts. And he was like, I was just on my way to the store to buy my niece some orange juice. You little bitch. Now, there are repercussions for playing like a savage. I don't know what happens when you play nice, but when you play like a savage, it affects the city. Fucking werewolves start appearing on the street. Fucking ghouls and zombies and other vampires start. There's like this vampire illuminaughty in the game and shit like that. They start pulling up on your ass. You gotta fight this Solomon Grundy looking motherfucker. There's so many different enemy types in this game, and there's humans with guns and too. There's so many different enemy types in this game that I really appreciated. It kept the game fresh. For the actual combat, the combat was decent. It was alright. It's a lot of sidestepping. I compare it to like The Witcher 3 or Bloodborne. There's no blocking, just mostly sidestepping, and then you can have a primary weapon with a secondary. So you can have a one-handed weapon and a sidearm, which would be like a sword and a pistol or a sword and a shotgun, or you can have a two-handed weapon only, which would be more heavier, but obviously it does more damage. It's up to you how you want to play. There's a large skill tree with all these different cool abilities. You can freaking like teleport into people's faces going really fast. You can release like these blood demons out of your body, and fucking you can heal yourself. There's all these cool things you can do. Go invisible, create shields. You become a badass vampire, and it's up to you how you want to play the game. And what's really cool is when it comes to the skill tree, you can reset the skill tree whenever you want. It'll give you all your XP points back. So if you don't like the way that you were building your character, you can redo it. And I actually had to do that myself, because when I got to the final boss, I was stuck because I built my character wrong. But I just went back to the hideout base and I reset my character, and I built him the way that I thought that I needed to beat that boss, and ended up beating that boss, which gives the game replayability. Because you can play nice or you can play bad, gives it replayability. You can play through the game at least twice, which isn't bad. Moving on to the negatives, the game has glitches and bugs. The main one that I ran into, nothing game breaking, but sometimes you would see the enemies from a distance and they wouldn't be moving, or you would see enemies from a distance and there'd be that T glitch where, you know, where animators, they create their characters and they'll be standing in a T, and then when you get close enough, they'll finally start moving. Once again, nothing game breaking, but you have to notice the lack of polish in certain areas. Nothing that crashed my game or nothing like that though. And then also another negative, there's no fast travel in the game. This is one of those games, it's really annoying because it's a big open world, but the city of London, they has like these tight corridors, so it feels small and big at the same time. And a lot of times I felt like I was walking in circles. The map system wasn't that great. The compass system wasn't that great. So there's no fast travel. And then you can't upgrade your character unless you reach one of your hideouts. The problem is there's not a lot of hideouts throughout the city. And getting to them is a pain in the ass, like I said, because there's no fast travel, and then the map system fucking sucks. So a lot of times you'll be walking around with 10,000 XP looking for a goddamn hideout, and you know, you don't reach it to the next day.
But whatever.
And last but not least, the dialogue wasn't all that interesting to me. I mean, some characters that you do meet are interesting, especially most of the interesting characters are going to be in the main story, but like the side characters that you can literally talk to anybody in the city of London. Most of the side characters, I honestly did not find them interesting. That's why I just killed them all, because fuck them. But but yeah, those are my thoughts on Vampyr the Vampyr. Does anybody know how to pronounce this game? I don't know. Alright, so final verdict on this game. I did enjoy it. It is a cool mid-tier game. This isn't a AAA game. This is more of a, I don't want to call it a budget, but it's not a full-blown, it's somewhere in between. It was a decent game. It was fun. I had fun for what it is. Take it for what it is. I would say the final verdict on it is wait till the price drops. What's the name? Wait for it to be like $30. Catch it on a Steam sale, on a PSN sale, Xbox Live sale. I definitely think it's worth playing. It does have some cool ideas here. They just needed to clean it up a little bit. And those are my thoughts on Vampyr the Vampyr of the Spanish-speaking flu. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below if you played the game. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you like this video, if you like this new format where I just fucking run my mouth for like 15 minutes. I don't even know how long this video is. And also, what's the name? If you're new, hit the subscribe button. when you subscribe, you'll be notified when new videos come out. Also, remember to tap that bell icon and hope that you get the video in your sub box. All right, I'm the Black Hokage, and I'll see you next time.
And thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.